Hi grade 8, today we will talk about new lesson, how to protect our earth, how to protect earth's resources. So in this session we will talk about two concepts, conservation and stewardship, and we will know the difference between them. And so if we wish to keep using our resources in the future, we need to conserve and care for them. Okay, so if we want to keep using our resources in the future, we need to conserve and care for them. By what? Let's start. Number one, by conservation. What's meant by conservation? Wise use of resources. It is the wise use of resources. By practicing conservation, we can help make sure that resources will still be around for future generation. So the result of practicing conservation, yes, we will sure that resources will still be around for future generation. And when we use energy or create waste, we can harm the environment. So how to protect the environment, how to protect earth's resources? Yes, by using less energy. We can use less energy by turning off lights, computers and appliances, and we can reuse shopping bags. We can reuse them again instead of throwing things away. By doing these things, we take fewer resources from earth. Yes, by reuse shopping bags again, by instead of throwing things away, we take fewer resources from earth. We take fewer resources from earth. So the first concept we can make to protect earth's resources, conservation. The second thing, stewardship. What's meant by stewardship? Managing resources. What's meant by managing resources? It is a careful and responsible management of a resource. Careful and responsible management of a resource. Okay, if we aren't not good stewards, we will use up a resource or pollute it. So what's meant by stewardship? Yes, careful and responsible management of a resource. If we aren't good stewards, the result will be, yes, use up a resource or pollute it. So stewardship of Earth's resources will ensure that the environment stays clean enough to keep people and other living things healthy. So what is the difference between stewardship and conservation? Yes. Conservation, wise use of resources. The wise use of resources, by practicing it, we can help make sure that resources will still be around for future generation. Okay, so what are the steps to conserve our Earth's resources? Yes, we can use less energy by turning off lights and computers, and we can reuse shopping bags instead of throwing away. Okay, so stewardship, what's meant by? Yes, stewardship means managing resources, the careful and responsible management of a resource. If we aren't good stewards, yes, we will use up a resource or pollute it. So, stewardship of Earth's resources will ensure that the environment stays clean enough to keep people and other living things healthy. Okay, so the results of stewardship, yes, the environment stays clean enough to keep people and the living things healthy. And the result of stewardship, yes, the result will be that resources will still be around for future generation. And now we know the difference between conservation and stewardship, and we must conserve and steward resources of Earth to protect our Earth's resources. Okay, so we can make conservation by use less energy and reuse shopping bags, and we can make stewardship by keep our environment healthy by replanting trees again. Okay. Stewardship governments pass laws that protect water, land, and air. Okay, these laws determine how resources can be used. These laws determine how resources can be used. Individuals can act as stewards. How? How people can act as stewards? Yes, you can plant trees. You can clean up a habitat in your community. Okay, so individuals can act as a steward by replanting trees again. Okay, so in this session we talked about conservation and stewardship, and we know the difference between them. And if we make conservation and stewardship of our resources, we will protect our Earth's resource. Thank you, grade 8, and goodbye.